Download the BCSN Plus app today. Inside the NLL is presented by Metzger's. Metzger's means more. Commercial printing, fulfillment, and mailing all in-house.
Let's dive right in with Bowling Green swim head coach Carolyn Strunk. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time on Inside the NLL.
You're welcome.
So we're fresh off the NLL championships, successful for you guys, boys getting 4th place, girls getting 2nd, both in the Cardinal division. How proud are you of your team after that performance?
I was very proud. They had worked hard. They had just come off winter training, which was 12 days of 3-hour-long course practices. And so the timing worked out really well in that they had just started to recover from that training. And so they were able to put together some good swims that day.
And Maura, Elena, Mia, Melanie, your core 4 dominating the relays. I know they're tight, but what is the growth you've seen from them throughout the season to get them to the point where they're winning 2 relays in the NLL Cardinal Division Championships?
Just the hard work that they've put in to the season at this point, putting together practices, getting to practice, making sure that they're staying healthy and doing everything that they need to do during the course of the winter high school season.
At what point during the season did you know they can have that type of performance?
Based on how they performed last year, I felt like they had a pretty reasonable expectation that they could do a little bit better than they did last year. And even though those 4 girls were the ones that did both of the relays, we had more depth this year than we had last year. And overall in the NLL, that helps be able to move up from 3rd place to 2nd.
And the depth showed because 8 out of the 12 events had a Bobcat place 1st place. When you think about that, how did that match the expectation you had coming into the season?
It was a good feeling. I don't like to put unnecessary expectations on them going in, just because swimming it's individual but yet team at the same time. And knowing what they can do and knowing coming out of winter training that it can be a little bit of a mental struggle helps. You need to help guide them to where they believe that they can be successful. And most of the swimmers know each other because a lot of them swim club before they get to high school. And so a lot of them they know the swimmers from other teams and within the NLL. So that really just makes it more of a fun competition in addition to representing your high school team.
So now you guys are on to qualifiers, then you have your sectional and then your district, and hopefully you guys can go all the way. But as you approach that, you know that you can win in the big moment, but how can you, as you said, get over that mental hurdle now that you're reaching some of the bigger and best tournaments that Ohio has to offer?
Experience helps.
Yep.
Many of them have been successful at the district level or at the sectional level to make it onto the district tournament or the district championships. And I believe they're able to then use that experience to help keep themselves a little bit more relaxed as they go in to prepare for these meets.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for the Bobcats. They're coming in sectionals and districts. Bowling Green head coach of swimming, Carolyn Strunk. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time and best of luck in the postseason.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.